What's going on, everybody? This is the second episode of Tarzan's Treehouse. My name is Joey, as you know, and I'm joined by four other people today. That's a bigger number than last time, if you can count. But three of them are familiar faces, and I'll let them reintroduce themselves right now.
So it's Chef
Bonjour.
Curry.
Eli?
Oh, it's my turn? Oh, I'm Eli.
All right. And we're joined by a fourth and brand new member of the Treehouse today, and I'll let him introduce himself. Unfortunately, he doesn't have his camera on, but his voice will be heard.
Hello.
You want to say their name?
Oh, Matthew.
There we go. And if, in case you're wondering, the picture that Aryan has as his background is a picture of Matthew. So you're welcome for that. And we're just going to jump right into it today. Today we're going to be talking about animated movies. And what's a better way to start a discussion about something than calling something that everyone else loves overrated? So we're going to be listing movies that we think are overrated, whether it's by critics, just the general public, or just like the perception of the movie in general. I'm going to start off. I think The Lorax is very overrated. I don't think that movie is anywhere near as good as people make it up to be. Maybe it's just because I watched it a total of 11 times in classes in school, but that's what it is. Okay.
Dang. I've definitely watched Lorax way more times than you. I will watch it whenever we go on road trips. We have the disc, so we watch it probably millions of times. Gonna have to disagree with you on that. But I have four overrated films. I have Cinderella, Frozen, Fantastic Mr. Fox, and Paddington. Would you like me to talk more on it?
Is Paddington because it had that 100% rating or whatever for a long time?
Indeed, Paddington had, and Paddington 2 had plus 98 on Rotten Tomatoes. It's just a British bear. I don't know what's so good about it. Fantastic
He's
Mr.
spitting
Fox.
facts.
I see a lot of TikTok saying it's a masterpiece, but it's just
It's TikTok.
fox. It's just a fox.
What you mean?
Frozen. It's a Disney movie. I think it rebirthed. Or no, it didn't rebirth, but it modernized what Disney cartoons look like today, or not look like, but how they are like. And then Cinderella. I just didn't like Cinderella. And that was it.
I agree with the list. I think it's perfectly fine. With Joey back on the Lorax, I think Lorax is perfectly rated. It's not under, not over. It's just like it's there.
Agreed.
On the
Agreed.
crisp.
Okay. Eli?
Let it die, let it die.
No, okay. The music.
on.
Let it shrivel up and die.
The movie from that music. The music from that movie is great. Don't get me wrong. Everything else is not that good.
For me, the two overrated movies for me is Turbo and Chicken Little.
Whoa, Chicken Little.
Chicken Little?
I thought that would come up on the other side of this, or people would think that's underrated. Okay, wow.
Oh,
That came out
Uh,
quick.
getting some dangerous territory.
Chicken Little, I actually liked it when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but when I rewatch it, no, it just gives me nostalgia. But that's it. I think it's garbage.
I'm like, okay.
Okay, shit.
Getting right into it. I genuinely forgot Turbo existed until just now. Also,
Oh yeah, and Turbo, it's about snails. They're slow racing, and that's what I feel too. It's so slow. Just fall asleep.
all right, Matthew.
What was the thing again?
What did you say? Oh, you said Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs before we started recording.
Yeah, that was alright.
Got the recording.
Yeah. All right, that's it. That's all I need to hear. But yeah, Fantastic Mr. Fox. I was kind of surprised to hear that because I've seen a lot of the Masterpiece stuff too, and I don't think it's perfect by any means. I definitely don't think it's the best animated movie ever. We'll get into that later, but I think it's still pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
compared to everything else,
right.
it's not at the top.
Mm-hmm. And Frozen, what you were going for a little bit with the rebirth thing, or it didn't. I think Rapunzel did that more than Frozen did.
Yeah.
Or not Rapunzel, Tangled. Sorry.
But Frozen definitely had much more impact compared to Tangled.
Yeah, it stayed for a while.
It was definitely more popular.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Tangled's my favorite Disney princess movie, honestly.
Really?
I love Tangled.
I think
That's
so.
another road trip movie
Mhm.
I watched a million times.
Down your hair.
Can we go back to freaking Chicken Little, please?
Oh yeah,
Go back to. Wait, what
Wait,
makes you hate Chicken Little, Eli? Like, give me your. I want you to hear your insight on this movie.
Insight. It's just boring.
The sky is falling.
Yeah, come on.
The alien.
Okay. Yeah,
I do think it's funny, but like just the story itself, it's kind of dull. I don't like it.
I think if I go back
I-
and watch it, it would be a lot worse. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like there's a reason that Eli's the only one that's seen that movie in the past 7 years.
True. So true.
Matthew, did you watch that movie growing up a lot?
Sure.
Okay.
I believe so.
The one with like the cute little like furball alien.
Then Disney Channel, yeah.
Yeah, it was on Disney Channel like every Friday night. It seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting his memories back.
He's remembering more now. Speaking of Disney, while we're already on that, and we talked about Frozen and Tangled a little bit, what have you guys thought of the more recent Disney, like their new 3D animated area with the 2 Frozen movies, with Tangled, with now Moana and Raya and the Last Dragon? Do you guys think that's an improvement on their era before with things like Princess and the Frog, Lion King, Tarzan, Aladdin, or do you think that the movies that I just mentioned were better than the ones that are on now?
I think the new age compared to, I don't know if it's like bias because I'm older when these movies are coming out, but I like the old Disney movies more compared to now. But
Yeah, I agree.
when we were like babies, I think that 2000s to before Princess and the Frog, that era was like very bad financially, and Disney was going bankrupt, I think, or no. But I just like the older films, but it's definitely something I would like if I grew up with. It's not a step up, but
Yeah.
it's good.
I think when I look at a movie, I think of like longevity, like how long the movie, if it's like everlasting. And then movies like The Jungle Book and Lion King have been there for like 30 plus years. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm a little bit of stretch, but I feel like a lot of people can recognize it instantly. But with new movies, like, I don't know, like Frozen lasted a while, but then Frozen 2 did not last. I don't think
Mhm.
that got burned out really quickly. So I would say the old age was definitely better.
You think because there's a lot of new companies, they're starting to blend in?
Yeah, I
Like,
think so.
there's
I
no
think there's a lot of
uniqueness
competition. Yeah.
in the industry.
Mm.
Hard to adapt
Yeah.
because they went from princesses and now they're doing their own stories. Because everything before the 90s, I think, was all based on fairy tales. And now 2000s and up, these are all original. Most of them are original stories.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I think you did bring up a good point though with the new companies because, like you said, the early 2000s Disney was losing money or film wise, and that's exactly when DreamWorks started getting big. Like Shrek came out in 2001, that was their first big hit, and since then they've put out Wallace and Gromit of all other things, won an Oscar for them. How to Train Your Dragon, they released 3 of those, 3 Kung Fu Panda movies. Madagascar had at least 3.
Way
But-
more than 3.
Yeah, probably closer to like 5 or 6 with the Penguins movie. But yeah, that's when DreamWorks was big. They had Megamind. They had a bunch of stuff coming out to rival Disney. And it's kind of weird with DreamWorks where this is just for me personally. When I'm thinking about DreamWorks versus Disney, they're in very different categories where when I was growing up, DreamWorks had way more movies, but there was only one DreamWorks movie that I watched that I held in that same tier of Disney movies as much as I would want to rewatch them. And we'll talk about that later, but I'm actually curious to see your guys' thoughts because when I was growing up, my mindset was always DreamWorks had the quantity. They were pumping stuff out like 2 times a year, but Disney would always dominate the year with them releasing a new movie every 1 or 2 years, but that would be what people would talk about way more than DreamWorks.
I think of Disney as like the golden child, what every other company wants to be.
Mm.
And I think of DreamWorks as the middle child that people think is, or people tend to forget about. But once they take a second look, they realize, oh, they make good movies as well.
Do you think that gap is like catching up over the years, or is it going farther away?
I think it's very stagnant. Like Disney goes up and down, but DreamWorks, like they have good content, but I haven't, well, personally to me, they haven't reached the super Disney level compared.
Then what is the golden age that they should try to reach for Disney?
I think the Disney golden age, I think there's a actual term for it, the golden age. In the 90s,
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it was considered the golden age.
Yeah, because Little Mermaid started in '89, and that's when they were releasing 2 times a year, and they were big,
Yeah.
like Beauty and the Beast, Tarzan.
Yeah. Back to back to back to back blockbuster. It was kind of, I think Pixar was pretty close to the Disney standard, like back to back hits wise.
Like when I think of
DreamWorks,
Disney. Oh wait, go on.
DreamWorks is like sometimes hit or miss for me.
Hmm.
And that was it.
Yeah, like when I think of Disney, I think of like creativity, like a lot of it. Like if you go really, really back, like Fantasia, like that was made in the 40s. Like I'm surprised of like how do they do that animation? Like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. And that movie brings up a really good point. Is I was having this discussion with, I think it was either one of you guys or one of my other friends who's going to be on the podcast eventually. But talking about Fantasia is comparing that movie to movies now is a little bit unfair because Fantasia was made quite literally just to show people that we could make pictures move really well.
Mhm.
There was no purpose of the story. People just wanted to see pictures moving with bright colors and they wanted to see it done well. And that's what Fantasia was.
Mm.
Whereas you look at anything that Pixar's made, it does that, but also has like a super emotional story.
Mm.
When I think of Fantasia, I think of it more of a orchestrated music video
Yeah.
or animated orchestra, because that's pretty much essentially what it is.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Mm.
But with my thing for the new and the old gens, I think I do agree that old gens are better. But I think the new gens are more consistent.
Consistent. Yeah.
Yep. Like, cause the old ones have really good ones, but I think they also have really bad ones. And then now I think they're all either good or okay. I haven't seen that much of a bad one yet.
Mhm.
Some are overrated though. Frozen.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sheesh. Okay.
It's two for Frozen so far, excuse me, but going back, connection with what Eli said, back to something that Sid said, I think I'm going to honestly flip the thing that Sid said, where he said that Disney kind of goes up and down nowadays, but DreamWorks goes flat. I'm going to say that since 2008 or 9, I think Disney has stayed flat at a certain level, maybe dropped a little bit since Princess and the Frog and Tangled. But DreamWorks has been all over the place. And honestly, I think DreamWorks' best days are behind them. I don't think they're going to make something that came as close to the Disney or, God forbid, the Pixar level that they did with Kung Fu Panda, How to Train Your Dragon, and Shrek, I guess.
Yeah.
Madagascar. Yo,
Not Madagascar, dude. Come on now.
I'm crying.
I don't
Wait,
like.
no, really? Okay,
I
we
don't
can
like.
debate that.
I
That's
like the
debatable.
first Madagascar. I don't like anything else that they did with that ever.
But the first one was good though. Yeah.
The first one was good.
That
Yeah,
was good.
it's kind of like Shrek. No one remembers any Shrek but the first Shrek, even if they've seen it 10 times plus.
Yeah.
I've only watched the third one a million times, I think, because that's another road trip movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I saw the one where they went in the circus when it came in theaters, and only little bits of one and little bits of two. Wait, which one's two actually?
See,
I need to look it up.
I think speaking of DreamWorks.
Oh no, I've watched two multiple times, a lot. The when they're in Africa. There's three then.
That's the second one.
Oh, 3's the circus one.
Oh.
Never mind then. I watched 2. Madagascar 2 trillions of times.
Yeah, are you
Hey.
gonna say something about DreamWorks?
Wait, I was trying to find the movie that I was going to talk about.
Hmm.
I think it was like Rise of the Guardians. That's underrated.
Oh, like the
That's
holiday
underrated.
news and everything.
Yeah, with like
Yeah.
Santa and like everyone else. Yeah.
You said that's underrated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said overrated. I was like,
Yeah.
That's under. That's under.
Yeah. I remember loving that movie when it came out. I remember so vividly going because it came out at Christmas time, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to the theaters and then going to get a grilled cheese at Panera after. I don't know why I remember that so vividly, but yeah, that the Russian Santa was weird, but everything else was pretty cool. Like wasn't Hugh Jackman the Easter Bunny?
He was. I'm double checking it right now.
Concept, dude. The
that's
Easter Bunny.
DreamWorks, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's DreamWorks. Yeah, for sure.
Jack Frost. I wanted to be that dude so bad after I saw that movie.
Dye your hair white then.
Super underrated.
Not that much. Yeah, that was a really underrated movie. Honestly, I think people misplace their ratings for DreamWorks movies. Like they give so much to Madagascar and Shrek, and I know someone in this call gives a lot to Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda is a great trilogy, but I don't think it deserves quite that much. Maybe dial it down a little. But I think stuff like How to Train Your Dragon and Rise of the Guardians goes a little bit forgotten when that's kind of the best stuff they've made.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman underrated.
Oh,
Rated
no,
with again.
No chance. No. Okay.
Come on, that's underrated.
You don't like it?
No.
Why
What
not?
the heck?
Okay, you were in the class. I'm about to tell the story about Eli, and
Yeah.
Matthew might have been. We had a history class in 7th grade, and at the end of the year, when everyone watches movies in middle school, we got to vote on what movie to watch, and our options were Mr. Peabody and Sherman because it was a history class, and Big Hero 6. We voted for Mr. Peabody and Sherman the first day, and then no one liked it, so we switched our vote to Big Hero 6 the next day. That's not.
Wait, really?
That's disrespectful. That's
I'm pretty sure
disrespectful.
that's because we never finished Peabody and Sherman, but we finished.
Yeah, we did.
I don't think we did.
Maybe it's not from that class, but I liked it.
Were we in the
Peabody
same
and
class,
Sherman's a
Eli?
banger.
I
I don't think so.
don't know.
No, I was on. No, I don't think so. I was. But we watched Mr. Peabody and Sherman as well. The whole thing, though.
There's not that. That's not that good, dude. I don't like that movie that much at all.
Bruh, that's
That's
3 against 1. Kick him out.
I don't think it's overrated or underrated, but I did like it.
No one talks about it though.
That's why it's underrated.
That's okay, Matthew. Matthew, have you seen that movie? The one about the time traveling dog and the kid.
Dude,
It was so cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, exactly. Even if he saw it, he forgot about it. So it's it's not that cool. It's like the Boss Baby from 5 years earlier.
I think it's a good collection, a good DVD collectible. I think it's nice.
I mean, yeah,
It's
cool.
rare.
You know what I think is the best time traveling animated movie though? Meet the Robinsons.
Okay, I agree.
That movie's so Peabody and Sherman.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay,
That's a
I
great
agree.
movie.
I agree.
That's a
I
Disney
love
movie.
Meet the Robinsons.
Everyone-
That was a great movie.
another road trip movie. Another road trip movie.
Wait, is that underrated because no one talks about it? I think that should be underrated.
Yeah, Sid, how many movies do you watch
it's
on road
underrated.
trip? You said that about like at least 5 so far.
I know. We have a lot of movies. We have Frozen, Snow White, Meet the Robinsons. We have Spirited Away. We have Kung Fu Panda, the first one. Over the
Okay.
Hedge.
Oh, dude.
Ratatouille.
Okay.
Madagascar 2, as I said. That's the only ones that come to mind. Right. Lorax.
No,
Lorax.
And I think that's it. That I know of.
I think I've seen Lorax already too many times in my life.
Where's Captain Underpants, Sid?
Oh my god. Oh my.
Not here. I think I watched it once.
You
on
seen that movie?
Netflix. Yeah, I have on Netflix. And then I was like, okay. Just because I wanted to see if it was good or not.
Mhm.
Because I
Have you seen it, Ari?
No, I just read the books.
No, I read the books.
yeah,
too.
I read
I read
read
all
the books as
read
well.
all the books.
what is that? Blue Sky Studio?
I think so.
That
Not
sounds.
sure.
I would not have guessed that, but that sounds right. Yeah. what?
Huh?
What?
they
No,
don't.
nothing.
Okay.
Oh, have you guys
It's
seen
Aryan's
Spies in
camera again.
Disguise?
Is that the Tom Holland movie?
The Tom
Yeah,
Holland Will
I
Smith movie.
did not see that. Did you?
I watched it.
Was it
It's
good?
pretty funny.
Mm.
It was alright.
I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. Okay,
Oh,
I'm back.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Did you watch Rio?
Oh,
I did.
oh.
I did watch Hero.
See,
Rio.
I watched it and I remember liking it back then, but now I feel like it has a negative connotation in my brain for some reason.
You
Why?
don't like
Wait, why?
birds or something?
Oh, I remember enjoying it when I watched it, but I feel like I tried to rewatch it and it was like super long or something.
You heard
I
it
swear
here,
you just
boys.
don't like
Joey hates
animal
birds.
movies, dude.
Wait.
Joey hates animals. Confirmed on the
Okay.
podcast. Someone
Actually,
clip it, and ship it.
Okay, Matthew, you saw Rio, right? I'm pretty sure you talked about it before.
The bird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he see it. Cut the recording right now.
Cut it out. Okay.
Cut it right now.
Matthew, what did you think of Rio with the bluebirds?
I like Rio.
That's
He-
insightful. I like it.
I like birds.
That's all we need to hear.
Fair enough.
Wait, can we have a hot debate between Matthew and Joey about birds?
About Rio?
Yeah, about Rio actually.
I mean, I feel like it was way too long.
No, you just hate animal movies. You hate
Fight him,
Rio.
Matthew.
Don't
Fight
hate-
him.
Bro.
You also said you hate Secret Life of Pets, dude.
That's a god awful movie. That's the only movie that not just me, my parents wanted to walk out of. That movie was so they went on like an acid trip because they ate sausages from a sausage factory. That movie is the stupidest thing I've ever seen to this day. There's no
I
doubt.
actually did watch
No.
that movie.
I
did
like
not
that
watch
movie.
You liked that movie?
Yes.
How?
What do you mean how?
I mean, how?
It was fun.
It was not.
Yes, it was.
Okay, you're gonna call me out for watching Luca as many times as I have because it's fun, but you think that movie is fun?
Yeah.
No shot.
Wait, why are you comparing you watching Luca 10 times to me just saying this movie is fun? What?
Well, because that's the reason that I gave you, and you're still like, I mean, I guess, but still.
I'm not gonna rewatch The Secret Life of Pets 10 times though.
I hope that no one does ever, even
Plus,
Howard. Did.
Plus, I do think Luca's better, but I'm not gonna rewatch any of them.
I would hope you think Luca's better. I don't think it's even close.
It's
No,
Luca.
Secret Life
Yeah, what's
of
Luca?
Pets.
I know Luca, but I haven't watched it.
Okay, Matt already knows what it is, but it's the Pixar movie that came out like a week ago, Matthew,
A week ago.
or maybe two, but yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it's Friday right now, huh?
The Secret Life
Yeah.
of Pets 2, though, I think is worse.
You saw it?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
He's an expert on this.
Yeah.
That's why I watched the second one, because I liked the first one.
You cursed yourself, Jesus Christ.
Nope. You're hating.
I hate animal movies. That's your reason.
I bet you hate Zootopia also.
I don't hate Zootopia.
Joey's favorite movie confirmed.
No, wait, what did you say? I think that it gets forgotten about a little bit, but it's definitely not bad.
He hates the Jungle Book. Confirmed.
I love the Jungle Book. Are you?
Oh yeah. He said he hated Madagascar too.
No.
Confirmed. He hates animal movies.
Dude.
I
Joey
did
hates
say
animals.
that.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
I did
Oh,
not.
hates Kung Fu Panda. Hates Kung Fu Panda.
Clip it and
Kung
ship
Fu
it.
Panda. Confirmed. Confirmed.
Clip it and ship it,
Confirmed,
baby.
dude.
Back
Confirmed.
up a little bit, okay? I didn't hate either of those movies. I said I liked the first Madagascar, and I said that Sid gives Kung Fu Panda just barely a little too much credit. They're still really good, all three of them. Madagascar is not good past the first one, but I don't hate them. And the first Madagascar is really good, okay?
He also hates
Right.
Happy Feet. He hates Happy Feet.
I do hate
More
Happy
animal movies.
I do hate Happy Feet. Yeah.
I don't like Sing. Is that like?
Dude. I
Okay,
love
I know.
Sing.
I know
You
it's
love
touchy
Sing?
territory, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, that was my most hyped movie of that year. I remember.
That was the
Sing, when
movie
they come
you
in
were most
2016.
excited to see.
I don't know.
Animated movies in 2016. I remember there was a lot of movies, but Sing,
me see.
Secret Life of Pets came out that year.
That was a contender for anything.
In 2016.
Angry Birds movie came out that year.
Oh.
Kung Fu. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh
Uh,
came out, guys. Okay, that was better than freaking
Batman,
Sing, no?
Bad Blood, The Killing Joke, Return of the Cape Crusader.
Oh, The Killing Joke was a banger of a movie. Okay.
I like Killing Joke.
The Killing Joke was.
That was pretty.
But I
good.
remember Finding Dory came out that year.
Oh,
I just remember
Oh,
I
I bet
really
Joey
liked.
hates that movie
I was
too.
really excited for
We
Sing.
talked about this last time. I said it was good on the podcast last time we filmed. What are you saying?
I think
Kung Fu-
Dory came out in
Kung Fu
2016.
Panda 3.
I bet
Yeah, I did.
Joey also hates Bambi.
No. I mean, I haven't
What do you
seen it.
feel
since I
about
was
Shark
four.
Tale?
Oh,
I
Shark
don't
Tale.
like Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
You
I
see,
hate
that's
Shark
another
Tale,
one.
dude.
Wait,
I
Matthew,
don't like
what's your
Shark
opinion on Shark Tales?
Yeah, well, what do you think about Shark Tale?
I think it's also
I mean,
garbage.
it's aight. What do you mean?
You mean what do you mean it's not good?
It's sharks.
No,
Okay.
it's not, though. It's about the fish, though, isn't it?
It's about the fish, yeah. It's
Yeah, no, there's
the
no
main
sharks in the
character is a fish.
movie.
Well, the
There
shark
is.
is cool.
There's like 2, probably.
And
I don't
Just
like
because
their
you like the
noses.
shark doesn't make it a good movie.
I
Yeah,
don't like their noses though.
nothing about the movie looks good, and not just the noses.
It's kind of fat.
Wait, what was that? Okay. Shit. Matthew liked the freaking one female shark in that movie. I'm
What?
sure of it.
I don't even remember.
What's her fucking name?
That was so cringe, dude. Like the main fish and that female fish.
Yeah,
The female fish is
The
so.
interactions are so
It's Lola. Her
weird.
name is Lola. She's like,
of course,
like
the
what
name's
the hell?
Lola.
That's like hypersexualized.
Yeah,
Okay, that was a little bit weird. That was a little bit weird.
A little bit.
Oh, okay,
A
I
that's-
got
lot.
to feel around people. That's a lot weird. And Matthew
just
likes that
just
movie.
that character. Just that character is weird to me.
But the
I
main
love
shark,
her.
I gotta agree with Matthew. He's pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
he's
all right. I think that's one that I watched because I moved elementary schools halfway through 5th grade, and I watched Shark Tale 4 times in class just in the last half year of 5th grade at my new school alone. I think that killed it. That and the B movie, also.
Sid loves the B movie.
The B
Do
movie.
you really?
Oh, why did you say I love the B movie? All right, take a watch it.
It's solid.
A lot of
That's another
times.
thing I think I've seen way too much in the Lorax.
I just remember watching it in Mr. Macy's class.
The B movie?
The B movie.
Yeah, with Sid.
We should talk about
In the
that.
library
No,
or where? I'm trying to remember where exactly.
just his class.
Okay. We should talk-
Oh yeah, I remember that.
There we go. What movies did we watch more than once in school, whether it's middle school or high school? Because we've known each other for like 8
Oh,
years.
in school.
In school.
Lorax.
Trying to remember.
Yeah,
Lorax. Yeah, definitely
at least
Lorax.
20 times for the past 8 years. Big Hero 6 was
Big
always
Hero
the
6.
vote. Peabody Sherman was every history teacher's go-to, but
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Peabody and Sherman.
it was everyone's history teachers.
Trying to remember.
And
Me
then
too.
our French class, we watched kind of French movies, but not all the time.
Yeah. Le Petit
Oh,
Prince.
Yeah.
Asterix.
Asterix. Yeah.
Please, dude. I remember the first one we watched, it wasn't even animated.
Those are
Oh,
bangers,
yeah.
though. Those are bangers.
Those were good, especially the animated ones were really good. Do you remember those ones, Matthew? The Vikings?
Yes.
Those are nice.
And those were kind of good. They're pretty good.
I remember
I remember movies, but not animated movies.
for French or
School.
just school.
No, just in general. I'm trying to think.
I don't know if I watched live
Yeah, I
action
don't remember.
school that much.
Animated, not animated.
Yeah. I
I
remember I liked the Asterix and Obelix movies so much, I would illegally watch them on my phone after school.
Illegally.
Oh.
I would just Google them and find a free stream of
Quote,
it.
quote unquote.
Yeah, just, like,
In a video game.
illegally, you know.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically, you know. It was fine.
If you were to watch.
Banned.
Banned on what? I
On YouTube.
don't know.
All right. Let's not ruin your chance to become president. Someone's gonna come after you in like 20
I'm
years.
done
You're
with
doing
that.
this podcast.
It's not happening anymore. No shot.
Yeah.
I've already said I don't like Madagascar, and you guys screamed I don't like animals, so I think that shot's done.
Yeah. Someone's gonna fucking be like, Joey doesn't like animals.
He doesn't
How
like
is this guy
animals?
president?
Oh, it's over. But speaking of animals, did you guys like Cars?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
I did like Cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I liked Cars.
I like.
I like Cars too.
and I think the third Cars gets a little bit too much hate because I don't think that many people watched it after how bad the second one was.
I like the third Cars. I
Hmm.
think that could be my favorite car movie.
Really?
Cars of the Cars franchise. Yeah.
I like the
I don't know
fourth
why.
one.
Yeah, okay, keep going.
I remember Cars 3 reminded me of something. Another movie, like they're retiring, and then they're old.
Mm.
Like there's another animated movie I compared it to a long time ago, but
Planes.
I like
Is that
Saints is not good.
Planes.
Do you guys see the second one?
Oh, planes?
There's a
Yeah.
second one.
The
There's,
five
I didn't even know that there was a second
oh
one.
fire and rescue or
Planes
something.
Fire
I
and
haven't watched
Rescue.
it.
Oh yeah,
That-
no, I did.
That's stupid. That's just stupid.
I thought the first Planes was okay, but
I think it's just I don't know. The
that-
first Cars movie was so good though. Like with the merch that came out, the toys and shit.
dude, I have
I was hyped.
so many like Hot Wheels of the Cars characters. It's insane. I still have them.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah, I even got the ones from the third movie, like the little Jackson Storm.
Mm.
These look so cool though.
I
Yeah,
also like the second movie. Overhated.
you like the second Cars movie?
I think it's overhated as well.
I
I
mean-
don't know what's like where's the hate coming from for that movie.
I think I get why, because it's a Pixar movie and everything else Pixar puts out is normally like 85 to 90 overall plus, and that movie is not. Even if like you think it's good, it's not on Pixar's normal tier. I think that's
That's because it's so different, a so different plot.
yeah,
Yeah,
from
that's
the first and the third one.
yeah. Like the first movie was just about normal racing and small town stuff, and this is international spy Illuminati subplot.
Yeah.
While we're on the Pixar standard, though, Eli, what do you have in your profile picture? Or not your background, my bad.
I don't know who is this guy.
I think that's a character from the best Pixar movie.
The best
Dude.
Pixar
Okay.
movie.
Okay.
Top two for sure. Top two for sure. Top three. I forgot about one, but I think
Top three.
top three for sure. Yeah, the first one. The second one I still liked a lot, but it's not the first one.
The Incredibles was a good, fresh, creative idea.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of its audience members captivated. Good quality content.
Yeah.
That's how I would sum it up, I guess. That's how I would summarize the movie as a whole.
That movie lasted for a while too. Like the numbers for people that were excited for the second movie that came out 15 years later were still huge.
Mm.
So that definitely had staying power.
Wait, what's you said? You said top one or two. That what are they?
For Pixar,
Yeah.
in no order, The Incredibles, Wall-E, and Monsters Inc. Toy Story 2 is close too, but I think those three are my.
No, Wally's so good. Okay.
Wall-E's very good.
Wally was I don't know. I really liked Wally.
Mhm.
Me too.
You can still take its subject matter like to this day.
Oh yeah.
I think it was one of a kind.
Mm-hmm.
I can still see like the freaking people with their levitating chairs like in space. I still get that image in my head. Like
Yeah. Oh, you know something I realized when we were watching Luca, because these two watched Luca with me the other day, and I realized that Pixar doesn't. I don't know if they used to do this because we were kids when it was starting up, or just not born. But at least nowadays, they don't advertise their movies that much. Like, how much did we really know about Luca before we watched it? Pretty much nothing outside of the basic premise that they are sea monsters.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't know who that villain dude was. We didn't know who the villain was for any Pixar movie until we get to the theaters normally. And they still do amazing. And they still are like the biggest movie of the summer and still are nominated for an Oscar and are always the favorite.
Yeah, they just don't need to. I guess. I'm trying to remember a time they were advertising their films.
I mean, I guess the closest thing is Incredibles 2, but that's a
Yeah.
sequel. And even then, we had
And it's not even too much too. I think Finding Dory was probably the last time I saw an ad for a Pixar film.
yeah, but even then, like we didn't know what Finding Dory was going to be about till we got there. We just saw a lot of like vaguely unrelated trailers.
That's true.
what do you guys think of Soul?
I love that movie. I thought it was really
It was
nice.
good.
I haven't watched it.
I think it's all right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
really good. I think that and Luca are about the same for me. And I saw this point when I was watching a review for Luca the other day, and they were saying that the more recent Pixar movies have fallen off big time, and I don't think I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't agree with that
Like
either.
I loved Onward. That was the movie that came out right when the pandemic. or
I
right-
didn't watch that either.
I didn't watch Onward either.
Onward was
Good.
bad.
I loved Onward. I liked Soul a lot. Obviously, I liked Luca a lot. I've seen it 5 times in the past 7 days. Okay.
Yeah, it definitely hasn't fallen off.
Yeah.
It's just
fallen off.
lack of interest, I guess.
Yeah, and the top comment on that video is, "Yeah, we're not 9 anymore," which it makes sense because at the end of the day, the people who how old were we when our first memory of watching Monsters Inc. or Nemo is probably like 5 or 6 years old because they came out when we were 2.
Hmm.
So obviously, the people who are 5 or 6 years old watching Luca and Soul now, they're gonna grow up to be our age and think it's just as good as we think Monsters Inc. is.
Yeah.
That's kind of what Pixar's built to do. It's built to like you're gonna love it as a kid and you're gonna appreciate it as an adult. But if the movie comes out when you're an adult, you're not gonna get that much like, oh, I love this movie so much, it's the best thing ever. Because you're an adult now and you're gonna more appreciate it for what it is as opposed to like loving it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I think that's kind of what Disney got away from in its more recent days. And I think that's why, because I know Eli and Sid, and I think Arian touched on this also, of the old, like, the new era is still good, like, we're going to watch it. But the old era of stuff that came out before we were born, we think is a lot better. And I think, because Disney obviously tries to do what Pixar does, they're essentially the same company, just in different buildings. So they're going to copy each other's model somewhat. I just don't think Disney has found their stride as much yet. They've gotten close with things like Moana, and I haven't watched Raya and the Last Dragon yet, but I've heard that that gets pretty close to Moana. So maybe they will in the future. But like Sid said, they're having to make more of their own ideas now. So maybe that is going to kick them into that next year.
I didn't like Coco.
You did it?
No. Well, I think it's I. I think it's I. There you go.
I think
It's not. It's not really good, and it's not really bad.
Really?
It's just I.
Would you think that's like the lower tier for Pixar then?
I don't know. It's like in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like smack in the middle. I think it's just lack of interest though, on my part. Maybe.
I think that's fair.
Maybe that's what's driving my like. I don't know.
Yeah. That's another
Opinion.
one that I think got like no hype beforehand. Like I think I remember they didn't even show any footage from the movie until like a month before it released, and it was just like the title card that we saw and everything.
Mm.
So maybe that's why. And also something I realized, you guys can disagree with me if you want. Coco and Moana are basically the same movie, just with different cultures as backgrounds.
I haven't
What?
watched Coco.
Like, hear me out.
What are you talking about?
Hear me out. You got a
I don't
young
know what you're talking about, bro.
you have a young protagonist, right? They want to do something very, very bad. And they know it's going to help not only them, but other people in their family and in their general area, right? But no one in that general area that is going to be helped by it wants them to do it because they think it's too dangerous, or it gets a little different here, like for the reasons they don't want to do it. But ultimately, the people that the main character wants to help don't want them to help, or don't want them to do the thing that will help. But they do it anyway because it's a movie. And they do end up in a situation that it's way blown out of proportion of what they thought it would be. It's nowhere near as easy as they thought it would be. It's completely different. But luckily, they get this guide who in Moana is The Rock, and I think his name is Hector in Coco.
Yeah.
And they basically guide them in the world that they've never been in before. In Moana, it's the ocean because they've never left the island. In Coco, it's the land of the dead, right? And there's an animal companion that's in every Disney movie though, but they're more prominent in these two. And ultimately, at the end, there's a big twist that reveals the companion that's been there the whole time is kind of the reason they're in this situation in the first place.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the formula was kind of used again. And I feel like in Coco, I knew what was going to happen, like freaking halfway in the movie. And I watched this movie in like Mr. Neely's class. So I don't know. Maybe that's what's driving my opinion.
That's fair.
That plot can be used for Frozen as well. I just realized.
Mm.
The guide being what's his name? Sven.
Olaf.
No, the other guy.
Olaf.
Sven's the
No,
deer.
owner,
Sven's owner.
Hans?
Yeah.
Or is that the prince?
not Hans. But
But-
the ice guy
No.
leads Anna to
Yeah.
the outside.
And you got Olaf as the
Uh,
animal or whatever. Or, I guess.
Oh.
I guess.
Person she cares about does not want her to help her.
Mhm.
Elsa.
Yeah.
She leaves. Anna has to go there. Doesn't know the outside because she's
Mhm.
trapped in the castle all day. Animal companion, Olaf / Sven. I don't know. Weird world, ice monsters. That plot can be used for a lot of things though.
That's true.
In
I feel like
general.
it stands out more in those movies.
That's why I like when they branch off, like Wally, Soul kind of branched off. If you go
Soul branched off a lot. I don't think I've ever seen anything even close to the story of Soul. Maybe Spirited Away, but even that is a very vague connection.
like it's just pretty
I
creative.
thought of Inside Out.
Yeah, that makes
Only
some sense.
comparison to Cold
Yeah.
Soul.
Up was an excellent movie.
Dude, Up is like the perfect example of making something simple, but it's still so unique that, like, none of us are going to say a bad thing about Up, I don't think. And
That's
as we
top
should,
tier.
there's not really much, if anything at all, to say about it negatively.
Another road trip movie. Had to mention.
Mm-hmm.
I have another list of
Oh,
the movies
look at
that I
that.
watched.
That Up. That's a school movie. I've
Up
seen
Up
that
was a
movie
school. I
twice
think it was
through
a school movie.
Really?
Where did you
Yeah.
watch it?
I don't remember watching that in school. Wait, Matthew, you've seen Soul, or not Soul, Up, right?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
Pretty good.
Do you remember?
I like it.
Man, a few words.
Man of few words with powerful words. Let's see. Since we're talking about that, what are your guys'? You don't have to put it in order. This is kind of off the top of the head. What are your guys' favorite Pixar movies or Pixar movies that you think are the best?
So Up
Pixar
is
movie.
definitely
Mm-hmm.
there.
All right. Do you have any others, or is that like the main one?
Up, Wally, Toy Story,
Incredibles.
First Toy Story.
Incredibles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Really? Okay.
Wait, for Toy Story, I like all of them. I think of them as one.
All of them? I feel like I've heard you say otherwise.
Like what?
The fourth one.
I love the fourth one. It's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of someone else then. Did you like the ending?
The endings.
Okay,
I
then
don't
it was you. I just misremembered the conversation a little bit. What about you, Sid?
I have Ratatouille, the number
agree.
one.
Mhm.
Oh, love that movie. Wally, Luca. Actually, I really like Luca.
Oh, okay.
Honorable mention, Up in Toy Story 3. Both movies,
Oh, wow.
road trip movies, and Wally. Ratatouille. Oh, all 4 out of 5 of these are road trip movies.
Mm.
Ratatouille,
Monsters Inc.
Wally,
is a
Up,
classic.
Toy Story 3.
Monsters Inc. is up there for me.
Monsters University was another road trip movie.
Oh, I thought
Oh, okay, yeah.
No,
Cliffhanger there, but I was like, wait a minute, Sid.
Yeah, okay. Since we're on
I
that,
like Monsters University.
I like it too. But do you think there's any Pixar sequels that are better than the original?
Better than the
Toy
original.
Story 2, Finding Dory, or any of the Toy Stories, Incredibles 2,
Toy Story 3.
University. You think
Toy
Toy
Best
Story,
Toy
yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Really? All right, no,
My
let's talk
opinion.
about that then. Let's go really quick. You said 3. Arian, what's your favorite Toy Story?
Yeah, I would say 3.
Yeah.
Toy Story 3 is
Can't.
better.
Okay, Matthew, you've seen the first 3, right?
Yes.
Which is your favorite out of those?
The one I remember is none, but probably 3.
Okay.
Ooh, that's 3.
Okay.
That's 3 to 1 to 1.
Since it has a lot of emotion in 3, if I
Yeah.
remember.
Indeed.
Factual.
true.
Factual.
Could have been the last one.
It should have.
Perfect ending.
I'm gonna.
That-
I don't
This
think
is Matthew after watching Toy Story 3, bro. Right here in the background.
Epiphany.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Toy Story 4 needed to happen, and I don't think it should have.
Mhm.
Like, it was fine for the first
Yeah.
hour and a half of the movie. I didn't like the ending at all. and that kind of like gives me a bad taste in my mouth after. But
I thought the ending was okay.
I,
It was.
I don't know.
I don't,
Wait, let me
I don't
let me go
Because
back.
he's not being used anymore.
Yeah.
Might as well
Feel that
be
like
happy.
were the entire point of the first 3 movies not staying together? Everything.
Yeah. No, but this is different though,
I don't think it is.
because he's not the main toy anymore. I guess.
Yep.
He knew that he wouldn't be when he left at the end of 3, though. He had the chance to go off and be with someone he liked arguably more than Bo Peep.
Mm, but as
Are you
long
just
as
the
Woody's
homeless?
happy, I'm just trying to
Yeah,
think of something.
Now he's homeless.
Woody's
but
happy.
with Bo
Everyone's
Peep,
happy.
I mean, I get that he's happy and they needed to have kind of a weird ending to be able to shut the franchise down for sure. But still, like I don't think they needed to make that movie regardless of how they ended it.
A bit abrupt, maybe. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's my big thing with it is they didn't really tease it the entire time until the last 15 minutes.
It's pretty much like him retiring.
Yeah,
As a,
Retiring
as a toy.
his role, yeah, as a toy.
you're growing up and moving on.
Dude.
I guess, but I feel like they just told the same message in a different way between the end of the 3rd one and the end of the 4th one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I like the 3rd one better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
4 was good, but
I think the
and
3rd
the
one
ending was
was
alright.
perfect. I don't think they needed to make a 4th one. The 4th one was good for the first everything but the last 5 minutes, I think, still. But
I think it's the funniest.
it could be. I don't know for sure. I haven't seen it in a while, but
What
I
is the
watched it in the
sequel?
theaters.
did
Oh,
you?
theaters.
Yeah, I only saw it in theaters and then that's it.
I
Yeah,
don't think I watched it.
get the whole crowd laughing.
I don't think that happened in my theater, but that's fair.
I think I watched them all on DVD.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, the first one came out like 6 years before we were born, so that one makes sense for sure.
Yeah. I didn't get the experience of the
Yeah,
crowd laughter.
that's true. That definitely affects how we view a movie. Like if the only time we've ever seen a movie is in theaters, then how the crowd reacts is absolutely going to play a part. I think we see that with like the Marvel movies more than anything.
Yeah.
That's a different topic though. But all right, we went over Pixar a little bit. We talked about DreamWorks a little bit. Now, those are the big 3, right? Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks.
Mhm.
We talked about Secret Life of Pets and Sing from Illumination. Or is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I don't think I like any Illumination movies that much except for Despicable Me. And I think I like the second Despicable Me also.
Let me
First,
pull up the list real quick.
Yeah, me too.
the first Despicable Me,
Illumination.
I like that. I like the first
Oh,
Despicable
the Grinch.
The Grinch. That was in my other list.
But
I love
wait,
Grinch.
what's the old Grinch? Like the really old one?
Like-
I like the newer Grinch better.
I like the old
I
one.
think that's just its own company.
Yeah, I think it was like its own
Most
thing. I think it
likely.
was like a Dr. Seuss production company or something.
That was banger.
Maybe Warner Brothers, if anything.
Sing, of
Probably.
course not. It's not my. It's not my.
Dude.
Actually, I haven't watched Sing.
I don't think you should.
Oh, Hop. Hop.
Hop.
I don't remember anything about that movie.
Is that the movie with Bunny playing the drums?
Indeed.
Wait,
Yeah,
does that have
I
like?
didn't like that movie.
You didn't?
Mm-mm.
But you play the drums.
I do, but sadly, I didn't like it.
Why was Russell Brand playing the Easter Bunny in that movie?
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's so weird. And they really disrespected Eli's art form.
Who made Romeo and Juliet?
I think that's Disney. I looked up a list of Disney movies and that was on there. And I got
Nomeo?
Nomeo.
Romeo and Juliet. We watched that in 5th grade, Eli.
Did we?
No,
Oh
it's
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
We did.
Touchstone Pictures, but
What?
Disney bought Touchstone Pictures. as
Oh,
well.
okay. I remember
not
watching
technically.
that movie in theater.
That movie was stupid, even when I watched it in assembly. That movie was dumb.
That's fair.
Dang.
Whack.
Fair.
What's another studio or production?
That's what I was getting into is more like things we think of as independent, but they're not really independent because they've only really made 1 or 2 good animated movies. And that's Sony with Into the Spider-Verse,
Mm.
And I think Warner Brothers made Iron Giant. Whoever technically made Coraline, I don't know, but someone did, and that's I think the only thing they made. Whatever branch of Disney pumped out Nightmare Before Christmas, and there was another one. Oh, Flushed Away. I don't know who that came from, but that's a pretty good movie.
DC animated movies are like superbly good. Superbly. Actually, like super
I don't
good.
think I ever got into those when I was a kid. I'm gonna be honest.
I was really into those, like heavily. I think they like DC animated movies are the equivalent to like Marvel movies, like not animated but like live action. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's fair.
like that's how good they are.
Yeah,
Like with the Killing Joke,
I have
Under the Red Hood, those were good.
I have seen Killing Joke. That one was good.
They're all adults oriented though. So.
Yeah.
What studio is Transylvania?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Sony. I think
do
it's
you like
Sony.
those?
Hmm?
Do you like those movies?
Oh, I actually just like the first one.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I only like the first one. I never saw the cruise ship one, but I saw the second one, and I didn't like the second
Did we talk
I
about
saw the cruise
Cloudy?
ship one.
Oh, did we
I like
talk
that.
about Open Season?
one. Open Season, dude.
Another movie.
That's
Banger.
another
The
movie.
road trip movie.
Oh, road trip movie.
I think that's the best
Another
Sony
movie.
picture.
Yeah, that exists.
I don't remember Open Season 3. Only 1 and
Maybe.
2.
I didn't even.
I
Know.
only know the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't even know they made a second one, let alone watch the third one.
Probably not that
Wait,
good.
Joey, you like that one?
Open Season?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it since I was like 7, but I remember it being pretty funny.
Dang. You would
Goosebumps
hate
is
it. It's
trash.
animals.
Okay, funny. I loved Over the Hedge. That has animals. I don't think.
Oh,
Oh,
Road
yeah.
trip movie.
Jesus Christ! How many road trips do you go on?
I told
did
you. I
mention
just
it
I just I
earlier.
just have a new list.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did mention Over the Hedge.
Yeah, you did. Like towards the beginning.
Okay, Goosebumps is trash and deserves a remake. Like just
Remake?
something.
Reboot.
It's just so trash.
You don't like Jack Black?
No, it's not him. It's just
Whoa.
the storyline.
we're forgetting Arian's favorite movie.
Are we?
Yep, it's the Emoji Movie.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
I think that's Sony. Is that Sony?
Why did we watch that
Yeah.
movie at the theater?
That's
That
Matthew.
was a crime.
I
That was
also
a
watched that in
crime.
theater.
I think we watched that together. That was a crime.
Matthew, that's your favorite movie.
That's a sin.
What?
The Emoji Movie.
I've never watched it.
Good. Don't.
Thank God. Thank God.
Thank God.
That's why you have your 2 brain cells remaining. Do I have 0 now? Legit negative. I'm in the negative.
Because of that movie alone. You know what's really sad? The same company that made that made Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
A great animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the animation style on that is probably it's definitely the most unique. I don't
Into
know,
the Spider-Verse is really good.
but it's up there for
I
sure.
think it's overrated.
Really?
Really?
Kidding.
I was
Nah,
gonna say.
just kidding.
Okay, it's easy to call that one overrated because most people have it as like number 1 ever. So if you think it's anything less than that, then sure you can call it overrated.
I think it was the soundtrack was really good.
Well-deserved.
Oh yeah,
It was nice.
yeah. I think Iron Giant is probably one of the most underrated animated movies ever. I loved that movie as a kid. Vin Diesel
Wait,
has
what?
the Iron Giant.
I need to
Bro,
see.
I watched it once. I think.
Really? I've seen it at
Was
least
I-
15 times.
Was that?
Yo,
Oh,
I
the-
liked.
I haven't watched it in a long time. Also,
I remember, yeah, I watched it when I was like 7 a bunch, and then I didn't watch it again until I was like 16, and I still loved it.
Hmm.
This isn't really an independent. We just think of it, or not us because we've seen the movies, but most people think of these movies as independent because they're from Japan and not here, and that is Studio Ghibli. Now, I'm not going to spoil too much, but I have not seen even close to all of their movies, but they're like shooting 100% from the field right now. I have not seen a movie that I haven't enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, it's not the. Wait, is it like a movie called like The Red Turtle or something? Or am I tripping?
I haven't heard of it.
Didn't that's okay? I don't know.
You
That's
guys tripping?
It sounds like something they would make though.
I don't
Wait,
think so.
there has to be. Oh, wait, so it's called The Red Turtle. It came in 2016. What studio?
Whoa.
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. Yeah, same artwork and shit. Yeah.
Hmm.
I remember that movie, kind of, a little bit.
Yeah, I think that studio is going to get a lot of credit for their art style being different, even though it's pretty much like the norm for Japan. Like obviously they have a little bit of branches off, but it's the same thing. If we have like Frozen and Luca aren't animated the same, but they're generally the same. You know, it's kind of the same thing over there. But that animation style, it's a lot simpler, obviously, but at least Spirited Away is one of the best animated movies I've ever seen. Not just like that sentence, but also one of the best animated I've ever seen. Like the animation quality itself, that's way up there for sure. But yeah, I think it's a simple
Highly agree.
style. Yeah, it's a simpler style for sure, but maybe it's the way they write it or the way they have the landscape move around, but it doesn't take anything away from the movie.
Spirited Away was a really good movie from that studio.
Oh yeah, for sure.
One of my favorites, for sure. But I don't know a lot about I guess, the company as a whole, because that and Red Turtle, I guess, were the only ones I watched, if I remember.
I think their main director hates the Beatles. That's pretty much all I know.
That's a fun fact. Fun fact.
Yeah, Miyazaki, is that his name?
Fun fact.
I'm pretty sure he hates it.
Indeed. Other Ghibli films I liked. Grave of the Fireflies and Howl's Moving Castle. And then a not Ghibli film that's from Japan I watched a couple of years ago, In This Corner of the World. Saw it on Netflix, watched it. It's about Japan in World War II
Mm.
and like the neighboring cities.
Yeah.
I thought that was a pretty good film. I think that's my only out of the States movies.
Oh wait, what have you guys have any of you seen the movie Isle of Dogs?
I heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
I watched it once.
I'm pretty sure that's not from here. Like I think it's Wes Anderson, but I think it was animated in Korea, maybe. Because I remember maybe it was just like the style they were going for, but I remember
Isn't it stop motion?
Yeah,
Mm.
but that style is also pretty much Wes Anderson by himself. So, like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how I skipped over this when we were talking about DreamWorks. A little bit of like a jump, but How to Train Your Dragon, I was this close to putting it in my overall top 3 that we're going to get to later. The first movie especially, I have not seen a movie in theaters more times than I saw that one when it came out.
It's not in your top 3?
No, it's not. So
How?
it's a very close fourth. It's
What the heck?
far and away my favorite from DreamWorks. And I think the second and third movies get a little bit underrated. The third one is great, I think. The second one's okay. It's weird. The second one's really predictable, especially if you've seen the first one. But I think the first one is like the best thing DreamWorks has made and probably will ever for a while.
It's top 10. Hot take.
I think it's top 10 for sure. I know someone in here thinks it's not as good as Kung Fu Panda, which is kind of blasphemous. Would you like to defend yourself?
Sorry. How to Train Your Dragon
Just defend-
versus Kung Fu Panda?
Yeah.
Come
on.
on now.
No, the only thing you have is Jack Black and the cool villain. That's it.
I did not just only bring Jack Black.
Yeah.
I just like how it brings to America another culture and does not do it disrespectfully.
Okay.
I think they did it really well. I
Yeah.
love the soundtrack. I love the fight scenes.
Mhm.
Dragons, kind of boring, bro. I'm not gonna. I only watched the first, and I think I watched part of the second one.
You heard it here,
How to
boys.
Train Your
Sid
Dragon.
thinks that dragons are overrated.
Yeah, Sid thinks that the concept
I
of
do.
a giant
I'm sorry.
shooting lightning out of his mouth is boring.
I'm a martial arts animal kind of guy.
Mm.
I just like the villains as well. Ooh, don't even remember the villains in How to Train Your Dragon. Kung Fu Panda, villains. Top tier, man.
Yeah.
Oogway, one of my favorite animated characters of all time.
Okay.
Bless that man.
Okay.
Bless his soul.
But Kung Fu Panda is just personally, I really like. Kung Fu Panda 1 was road trip movie as well. So, sorry.
No, you do bring up like legitimate points. I was just kind of getting on you because we've talked about this for like 2 years. At
I
this
know.
point.
I don't know. I don't know what you see in it.
I don't know.
Could you explain to me How to Train Your Dragon?
Okay.
Well, what is the beauty of How to
First,
Train Your Dragon?
I'll give you like the culture point. That's absolutely valid. They do that really well. The music is great. It's not How to Train Your Dragon, but I'll give you their music is very good. The villain's already said, and
Wait, I don't even remember How to Train Your Dragon music.
Dude, like the Welcome to Berk song. Oh, it's like whenever he's flying, or I think it's called Test Drive or something. It's so cool though. Eli knows what I'm saying. He's already smiling at it. But yeah, I think How to Train Your Dragon leans more into the Pixar area to the point where the first movie doesn't have a villain. Like there's no bad guy in the first movie. The dad is an asshole and there's a giant dragon at the end, but there's no real bad guy. And I think that's closer to like what Pixar normally just has rivals who are bad people. They don't have like villains who are trying to like end the world or something like that or take over. And the first How to Train Your Dragon, especially the way that I think the voice acting is better than everyone except Jack Black because Jack Black doesn't do anything bad. But I think that the characters are not only designed perfectly, I think they're written perfectly for what they're supposed to be. I think all the different types of dragons, there's only 6 types of dragons in the first movie, and it still feels like the world is built slowly because when you start the movie, you realize you know just about as much as the characters do about the world. They don't leave their island because they're afraid they're going to find more dragons that are more dangerous than the ones they already have to deal with. And I think like the building of the connection between Toothless and Hiccup is one of the best any kind of relationships in any movie, let alone animated movies. That kind of slow build up to it where they get to trust each other and they do the like that reoccurring shot where he's trying to put his hand on his head and then eventually he does it. And then, I think it's a really good adventure movie. It's a really good like coming of age. And the movie has actual consequences too, which is something that doesn't happen a lot. Toothless loses like the back part of his tail in the first 10 minutes because of something Hiccup did that he shouldn't have done. And they play off that really well. And then at the end, Hiccup loses his foot. Sorry if you haven't seen the movie that came out 14 years ago or something, but Hiccup loses a foot at the end of the movie because they did something that they shouldn't have done. And I think that is something that doesn't happen in animated movies that much. Yeah, it's better than Kung Fu Panda.
It's crazy that it's been fucking like 11 years since the movie came out. That's nuts. I feel like it was just like yesterday or some shit.
Right? That's what when I was looking up the order of release of Pixar movies, it feels like I was a lot older than 6 when WALL-E came out, which is weird to say.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think I watched it in theaters. So
see, I don't feel like I went to the movie theaters when I was 6 that much, but I thought I remember doing that. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, do you think that Kung Fu Panda is DreamWorks' top thing?
let me see my list of DreamWorks.
pull it out.
Yeah. Wait, where's my DreamWorks list? Other honorable mention I had was Over the Hedge and
DreamWorks?
Chicken Run. Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge, I'm pretty sure is DreamWorks.
Oh, Wallace and Gromit. That was technically DreamWorks. Wallace and Gromit and the Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I feel like Matthew would love that movie. If you haven't already seen it, you should try to watch it. I feel like that.
Peabody and Sherman is the best DreamWorks.
You need to stop right now. Megamind. We haven't talked about Megamind. That's getting a little more love now, but I feel like that was underrated for a long time.
Yeah, I just like the concept of a superhero, super villain as well. That's what I liked. Trying to look.
Okay. So
do you guys watch Robots? I think that's
dude.
Robots?
I love that movie.
Sony or Blue Sky.
Yeah, and they had to get
road trip movie.
They got like their grown-up parts every year on their birthday.
Yeah.
Dude, I love
Robin
that.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams was in that?
Is a red robot.
Really? That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was not on the
like it wasn't a perfect movie, but it was
entertaining.
Rewatchable. It was a entertainable, rewatchable movie.
Yeah, I think that's something that it's a little bit like Eli and I had this conversation inadvertently yesterday of there's a difference between like super great, amazing top tier movies and movies that you can watch over and over again. Like I've said this a couple times. I watched Luca a bunch since it came out. I do love that movie, but it's not at the top of my Pixar list. I didn't even name it in my top 4 or whatever I named earlier. It's just a really fun, enjoyable movie. It just makes me laugh and makes me smile, and I'll watch that over and over again. But the thing I have number 1 overall, I need like at least a week cool down to watch that movie, and we'll get into why that is later. But unless you guys have any other thoughts, which okay, we're gonna play this little game I thought of and I talked about before, where I'm gonna go. I have the list of the best animated picture Oscars right here, the winners and the nominees, and I'm gonna say who won and the top contenders that were also in that year, and you guys can say whether you agree or disagree with the winner. So,
Alright.
the first year, Jimmy Neutron was nominated.
Wait, what year?
2001. This was the first year.
2001. Okay.
And Shrek won the Oscar over Monsters, Inc.
No,
Yeah.
Monster Inc.
I'm
I
gonna
think
say no.
should have
I
won.
Monsters,
disagree.
Inc.
Yeah, I also disagree. Monsters Inc.
Okay,
Monsters
Matthew.
Inc.
I know you've seen both.
Matthew.
What
Between Monsters, Inc. and Shrek.
was better?
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.
Okay, so 5 for
Okay.
5.
I'm
Shrek,
excited.
alright.
I mean,
Monsters, Inc. was robbed. Okay.
I like this. I like this.
Absolutely
2002. The top contenders that didn't win were the first Ice Age, which we somehow didn't mention this whole time.
Oh,
Lilo and
shit.
Stitch, Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron,
DreamWorks. That's DreamWorks.
and
It's a
Treasure
force
Planet,
movie.
which we also
And what?
and
What was the
Treasure
fourth?
Planet-
Say it again. You lagged again.
Treasure Planet. Which we
Treasure
also
Planet.
mentioned.
I
But
loved Treasure Planet.
Wait, but who won again?
the winner for
Yeah,
that
who won?
year was Spirited Away.
Oh, okay. Spirited Away. Give it to
Yeah.
Spirited
No,
Away.
that makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that-
I was
that's
about
why
to say.
I listed all the contenders first, and then because that one was obviously going to throw them out.
That's valid.
I know
valid,
Matthew doesn't have a problem.
Valid.
2003 was a little bit of a weak year. The
Weak.
first movie, there was only 3 nominees, and I listed like 5 last time. Third one I haven't even heard of, The Triplets of Belleville.
I've heard of it.
Have you?
Yeah.
But Nemo beat out Brother Bear.
Oh, agree.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no way.
Okay. Yeah.
Nemo beat Brother Bear.
Respectable.
2000,
That's respectable.
I like Brother Bear.
2004, also a relatively weak year.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. Okay. Shark Tale was nominated somehow.
Okay.
You should throw up in your mouth. Jesus Christ. Such a violent
Sad.
reaction. Shark Tale and Shrek 2 both lost to The Incredibles.
Agree.
Yeah. Agreed.
So they mostly get this right. This one you might have some disagrees with. Corpse Bride was nominated and finished 3rd. That was a Tim Burton movie, kind of similar like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
How
that.
Moving Castle finished 2nd.
Oh, I like that movie a
And
lot.
Okay.
It finished 2nd behind Wallace and Gromit and The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
Dude.
Whoa.
You don't like that movie?
I don't even remember it. Like I know I
yeah, I
watched
don't
it,
even
but I
remember
don't
it.
even
If I'm being
remember it.
honest.
That's crazy.
I
Yeah, that
think
should not
Howl's
won
Moving
it.
Castle.
Okay,
deserves that.
That's fair to say. It is not even close to the biggest robbery, though, because in 2006, both Monster House and Cars lost to Happy Feet.
Happy Feet
Dude.
won the Oscar? It won an Oscar.
Over Cars and Monster House.
Happy Feet won an Oscar.
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
that's nutty. Okay, that's
That
like
is-
next
that is
level
pretty
shit.
crazy.
That's kind of disgusting.
How does Happy Feet win an Oscar? Just think about that for a second.
Tap,
Holy
tap,
shit.
motherfucker.
Wombo combo.
Matthew got it
PG-13.
right. No, you can say it. I don't care. But
No.
okay,
Undeserved.
what do you
I
guys
don't
think
know.
should have won between Cars and Monster House?
Cars.
I think
Cars
Cars.
should win.
I might go Monster House. I watched that movie a lot. Matthew has not seen Monster House. I know that. 2007, Sid's gonna. This is also relatively weak, except for the winner. Persepolis.
Wait, what now?
Who?
Persepolis.
Nope.
Persepolis.
I remember watching.
Syphilis?
Syphilis?
I remember watching a video. Someone,
Syphilis?
What is
Or-
this? It's a black and white.
it's a French.
Gambit, Matthew, keep it PG.
No, man. I think he can say what he wants. You can all say what you want. You have to.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
How do you
Right.
spell it?
Yeah.
Persepolis.
Oh,
I don't remember this movie at all.
Persepolis. Persepolis.
Oh, wait, it
Persepolis.
looks kind of cool. Weird art style.
It did finish second. It didn't finish third because Surf's Up.
I mean, I guess we can't judge it.
Yeah, Surf's Up.
Oh, it's an Iranian film.
Surf's Up. Do you guys remember that movie?
Surf's Up one.
Penguin.
No, Surf's Up finished third behind Persepolis,
Oh,
Oh, okay,
Okay.
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 and the winner was Ratatouille.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, rat.
agreed.
Persepolis
Pixar
has
movie.
good. I mean, looking at it, looks pretty good.
I don't know, guys. Maybe Surf's Up over Ratatouille.
Ratatouille is
Dude.
Okay,
I
okay.
feel like Ratatouille's music.
It's a
It's
joke.
so calming.
It's a joke. Okay. 2008, Kung Fu Panda finished third.
like okay.
Bolt was second.
Okay.
Yeah, Bolt.
Okay.
And Wally won. I think that's it.
Agree.
Good.
I think I've agreed
Okay.
on all of them so far,
Wally over
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda. Now,
except the 1 year.
2009 had some heavy hitters. I don't know. The Secret of Kells, no clue what that is.
Okay.
But it is mixed in with The Princess and the Frog,
Mhm.
Fantastic Mr. Fox,
Mhm.
Coraline, and Up. Up one.
Mm.
Can't,
Oh,
can't
yeah, that's
disagree
pretty
with
good,
that.
actually.
Can't disagree with that.
I think Princess.
It
and
could
the
it
Frog,
could have gone either way.
yeah, I think
in my
Princess and the
opinion,
Frog
I
comes
think.
close for me, and maybe Fantastic Mr. Fox, but Up winning it is solid.
Mhm.
This is hard for me, but I understand. Something called The Illusionist was nominated,
Mhm.
but How to Train Your Dragon lost to Toy Story 3.
I think it's agree.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
respectable,
yeah.
respectable.
2011, I agree with the winner, but the year was kind of weak. Puss in Boots was nominated. Kung Fu Panda 2, Chico and Rita, A Cat in Paris,
Mhm.
and all of them lost to Rango.
Disagree. Puss in Boots should have won. Puss in Boots should have won.
Whoa,
Puss
what?
in Boots should have won. I'm just joking.
Rango,
Rango deserved that over these ones?
Rango.
Absolutely, Rango. I love Rango,
Kung Fu
Wait, wait,
Panda
wait.
2.
Deserve that?
bro. Johnny Depp in a cowboy movie? Yeah, absolutely.
No. I think Rango
Right.
deserved that. Rango is.
Kung Fu Panda 2 is not Rango, Sid. Don't give that. Okay, I'll give you the first one.
No, I'm going with Sid. Let's go, Sid.
Okay.
Hey, let's go.
No. Rango is unique. I give it to him.
This one, 2012. This one might get a little shaky. So, Pirates Band of Misfits.
Mhm.
You guys remember that? The
Yeah, I've seen
claymation
that.
one? And two other, that's one like unique animation. Also, Paranorman and Frankenweenie were also both that year.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah,
That's
those are
same
solid.
here.
But the
They're
big
alright.
two were Disney and Pixar, surprise, surprise, Wreck-It Ralph,
Okay.
but Brave won.
I
think
agree.
Wreck-It Ralph should have won. I'm
I
gonna
don't.
pick Wreck-It Ralph.
I think Brave is.
I have no opinion.
Kind of weird year. Weird year.
Yeah. A lot of good
I think that's more tighter than
a
it
lot
should
of
be.
good candidates though. 2013 had another Ghibli movie, but it didn't win. The Wind Rises. Ernest and Celestine, Despicable Me 2, and The Croods. So I haven't seen the first two, but Despicable Me 2 and The Croods, a relatively weak year, but Frozen one.
Yeah.
No,
I
okay.
actually like Frozen
yeah.
1. I like Frozen 1.
Yeah, I like the Frozen.
How did the Croods get nominated?
I
It has to be something
have
better
no
than that.
idea, dude.
Well, that and
Zero
Happy
clue.
Feet are in the same tier for sure.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
hate? You don't like the Croods?
Oh, really?
No.
I like it more than Happy Feet, but I hate Happy Feet, so that's not saying much.
Dang.
Okay, 2014. I didn't know this movie won an Oscar. So, The Tale of Princess Kaguya. I have never seen that. Song of the
I
Sea.
think that's Ghibli.
Also, it's
Song of the
it's Japanese for sure. Song of the Sea. How to Train Your Dragon 2. The Box Trolls, which I think is a little bit underrated, but Big Hero 6 won.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like Big Hero 6.
Over those, but I completely forgot that 2015. Okay, 3 of these movies another Ghibli, When Marnie Was There.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Eli, Matthew, we watched that.
The what?
when
I didn't even know
Oh,
it was Ghibli.
The robots, or not robots?
Wait, Wait, what did you say?
It's like the girl that she like
Yeah, the
she
girls with
ages
white
forever.
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Wait, what was
I
it?
didn't even know that was Ghibli
I remember.
at first.
when Marnie was there.
When Marnia was there?
It's like,
Marnie.
there's the civilization or these people with
Mhm.
white hair that doesn't
I
age.
actually don't know that it's Ghibli, but it comes up when you look up Ghibli movies. So it might be
Did
like
we watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it.
And
I
then
was
they're all
there.
like,
You were.
yeah.
Oh no, I remember now. Yeah.
all right. So other than that, Shaun the Sheep, Boy and the World, and this one I've heard like insanely good things about. Anomalisa.
Never heard of it.
Anomalisa,
I've heard that thing is like a masterpiece apparently, but it doesn't matter.
Anomalisa?
Oh, that's so weird. And that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because all of them lost to Inside Out.
What the heck?
I haven't seen the other four, so I kind of have to agree.
That looks kind of uncanny.
I like Inside Out, but I actually think it's a little overrated.
Okay.
It was alright. Interesting
Inside,
year.
yeah.
Very, very.
2016, Aryan's favorite, The Red Turtle.
Yeah.
My
Okay.
Life as a Zucchini.
What?
I don't know what
There
that
you
is.
go. I said that earlier.
Yeah, I know. Kubo and the Two Strings, which I know has great animation, but I don't remember the story at all.
Underrated.
Moana, but Moana didn't win. Zootopia won.
Oh.
I think people like Zootopia because of like the
Like the actual metaphors and stuff.
the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Oh, the message.
the
Yeah.
message.
Personally,
yeah.
I think I'll give it to Moana, but it's close. It's
I-
close.
Yeah.
I would also
100%
give it
Moana because The Rock's in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
2017, another very strange year. Boss Baby, great start.
Yeah.
Shit.
Loving Vincent, Ferdinand, which I'm pretty sure is the John Cena
The
playing.
John Cena movie.
So John Cena and the Boss Baby got nominated for the same Oscar. The Breadwinner was another candidate, but Coco beat them all.
Yeah, I have to give it to. I mean,
Okay.
looking at those nominations, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coco has to
honestly.
win.
2018, Ralph Breaks the Internet. I don't think that movie was good.
Okay.
Mirai, which I believe was the last Ghibli movie. I could be wrong about that. Isle of Dogs is Wes Anderson. Incredibles 2, but I don't think we're gonna do Spider-Verse 1 that year.
Oh yeah, of course.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Nah, agreed.
Yeah. Don't give me that angry face now.
2019. Missing Link. That's the Bigfoot movie. Clive.
Okay.
I Lost My Body.
Nice.
Third How to Train Your Dragon movie, but Toy Story 4 beat them all.
Can you say the nominees again?
Missing
Let me
Link,
compare.
Klaus, Lost My Body, How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Weird year.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
2020
4.
slash 2021. Wolf Walkers. Sounds cool. I've never heard of it though. Shaun the Sheep, Farmageddon. Again. Over the Moon, which I've heard of, but I have not seen. And then Onward and Soul were both nominated. And Soul won. I think that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
I'm
I give it
okay
to-
with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
No watch.
Hmm?
I didn't watch
Mm.
a lot from last year.
Well, I agree with all of those for sure. So, unless there's any other point anyone else wants to bring up, we've been recording for about an hour 25. Should we roll up with our top three roundtable type thing?
Yeah. I want to state my honorable mentions for everything.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I got. Wait, we're gonna list our three all time.
Oh, this is tough.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna
It's
say
tough.
all my
Yeah.
honorable mentions: Hercules, Princess and the Frog,
Ooh.
Mulan, Meet the Robinsons, Big Hero 6, Tarzan, Chicken Run, of course. Coraline. I actually really like Coraline.
I did too.
Lego Movie. Sing Grinch, Robots, Open Season, Kubo and the Two Strings, and that's it. those were my honorable mentions.
All right.
Go first, Joey, with the
I'll go
top
first
3.
for number 3, and then how should we do the order? Should I go me first, and then Sid, Arian, Eli, Matthew? Does that work?
Yeah,
Okay.
works.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start it off. Number 3, I have The Incredibles.
Okay. Number 3, I have. I'll just put Luca. Besides my top 2, I could have just put any movie that I thought was pretty good, but I just like Luca. It's very recency bias. I don't know.
That's fair. Arian?
All right, for 3, I have The Killing Joke. I'll put it in there.
Okay. Respectable.
Matthew.
Matthew. Okay. Eli wants Matthew to go first, so go ahead.
For 3,
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd say Silent Voice.
Oh, he's getting
Dude,
creative
Switch
now.
my number 3. Switch my number 3. Silent Voice.
No more Luca.
I didn't know we're adding anime movies.
Oh my god.
I
Wait a
switched
minute.
mine to a Silent Voice as well.
I can't think now.
Wait, what were your 3 before that?
I don't know either.
Oh my god. Okay.
Matthew broke
There's
his
so
brain.
many movies, dude. How I actually don't
Silent
know.
Voice
There's
number
so
3
much
as well.
movies.
Same with Matthew.
There's so many movies that honestly, like, such good.
Yeah, no, this is
Anime
definitely
movies.
hard, especially with like the small amount. So you don't even have to put it in one order. You could just say like 3 of your favorites if you want.
I'm not even gonna favorites. I'm just gonna do the ones where I just like watching it a lot.
Okay.
Because I don't. There's so many movies I can't rate them like by my standards right now.
Right.
But I'll do Tangled.
Tangled? Okay, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Okay.
Okay. And my number 2 is Monsters Inc.
My number
Okay.
2, Ratatouille.
Okay.
My number 2 is actually Monsters Inc. as well.
Nice. Okay. Matthew?
Wally.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Eli?
All the Toy Story movies.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay, that's fair. And my number 1 is Spirited Away.
Ooh,
I-
Spirited Away also number 1.
Okay.
All right, my 1 is Wally.
Okay.
Hmm.
Definitely a good pick. Matthew?
Your Name.
Your name. You like Your Name better?
Yes.
Respectable.
Look at the
Yeah.
anger in his voice. Like, yes.
Yeah, he's so defensive.
How much I watched that? Oh my god.
I know, I watch that a lot too.
All
All right, to round it out, Eli with his number 1 pick.
Why was I the last one, dude? I was just naming ones I really
You
like.
wanted Matthew to go first, so this is what happens.
With the number 1 pick, Eli goes for.
I go for Happy Feet.
Okay, no, now stop recording.
I don't know.
Puss in
Alright,
Boots. There's so many options,
I'll
man.
give you a little time to think because I have a little thing to say about Spirited Away, if that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Spirited Away, this is the movie I was talking about earlier where I need like a week to recharge my brain before I can watch it a second time. I remember I watched it for the first time this past January, like right after New Year's, and it felt like I was sitting there for 5 hours. And the movie's only 2 hours long. But it's so good at like bringing you into that world, and the characters are like relatable enough to get you there. And it does this thing that I noticed where there's never no sound. Like The Last Airbender does this where there's never something not moving on the screen. Spirited Away does that to your ears. There's always something that you can hear going on. But there's like 1 or 2 moments in the movie where it goes completely silent and it makes you feel that so much more. But at the same time, after the first time you watch it, there is a 99% chance you will have zero idea what you just watched. And you'll be confused for like the next day and a half about what any of it is. And I think that makes it so much better. And you can read all the theories you want. None of them make any sense because the movie doesn't make that much sense, really. But it's great either way because the animation is amazing. The world is amazing. It does a good job of introducing you to the world without making you feel like you're being talked down to. And the voice acting is great. The characters are great. Like everything about it. Obviously, it's my number one. I don't think it could do anything better.
Have you watched The Boy and the Beast?
Have I watched that?
Yeah,
No.
I
you
have not
should.
either.
I think you'd like that.
Is it similar to that?
I don't know. No.
That's
I
great.
just thought of it.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'll take a random recommendation. Boy and the Beast. I'll remember it.
Writing it down. Boy in the Beast.
Okay.
And the Beast.
Okay. We only have a couple minutes left. Let's not go off the rails too soon. Eli, you got something?
No.
What do you mean?
So it's happy
Oh.
feet, boys. It's happy feet for one.
Happy feet. That's what we're sticking with. So, does anyone have any final thoughts, or Eli, if you can lightning round something?
Wait, what was that?
If you can lightning round something. If not, is it,
Lightning round?
like just think of something really fast that you love watching.
No.
Okay. Does anyone have any final thoughts?
Spirited Away is a must watch. Top 4, almost put it over Killing Joke.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
That's a great thought to end on. Okay. So, are we all good?
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this second episode of Tarzan's Treehouse, and thank you for all these 4 boys for coming along. And we'll be back soon. If you want to recommend any topics or people, hit me up, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. Oh, thank you for the shout out Nations of Avatar on Instagram, by the way. That was huge. Thank you very much for that. And yeah, we will see you guys next time.